What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of What Are They Cooking, the series where we feature audience replays and see what kind of crazy ideas you guys have. Now, as always, if you have a replay you would like to see shown in one of these segments, just go to the Discord link in the description, post it in the Edison Format Replays channel. So first up, we have Plant WelleDAD. I think I've actually played a Plant WelleDAD deck before. But this one is obviously very different than the one I played. This one is on some Mark of the Rose, Cyber Valley stuff. Maybe I should have played Mark of the Rose in my build, actually, because I feel like playing plants without Mark is just kind of dumb. Unless you're playing Quick Draw. But I feel like playing plants and Quick... I just don't even like that either, because I freaking hate Lone Fire Titanial so goddamn much. Speaking of Lone Fire Titanial, we are indeed on that package in here. So, fortunately, we didn't draw the Titanial this time, though. So, we're all good. We're all good on that front. We're going to hit into the set monster. Set monster is a Tomat, which is going to block our Lone Fire attack. Now they draw into Deep Sea Diva. Deep Sea Diva is going to make Goyo Guardian try to crash with the Titanial. Just get that annoying thing out of the way so we can Brain Caius later, maybe. And then we're just going to end our turn. Now we're going to use Lone Fire again. Synchro Summon into Android. And attack for 24. Okay. Gain 600. Now we can go Dark Armed, target the Android. At this point, we should definitely chain the call to bring back the Titanial so they can't Dark Armed us anymore. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to bring back a Dandelion instead. Okay. Well, now Mark is being used. Normal Summon Plague. Make Flamvel or a Quizos. Okay. Apparently that's in that extra deck. I mean, it's better than Gaia Knight, honestly. That's just my take, but some people argue that Gaia Knight's better, and I don't really get it. I would rather just have another option for, a thing, rather than just worse Goyo in every way. But Mark Steel Dad is a really good play. It is indeed a really good play. We're going to pop the back row. This deck is on D-Prison, and the D-Prison's going to get killed. We're going to go Armageddonite, send Plague Spreader, and how many darks is that? That gives us 2 darks to work with, but I think we should just have lethal. We didn't even really need to use that Plague Spreader. We made a life transfer, actually, with the token. Now we're going to bring back our Krebons, and then Krebons plus Dandy, and then Dad Pop, and we're just going in for lethal there. Okay, that was a pretty cool turn. I don't know why we're on life transfer in the extra deck, but hey, I mean, we play Psychic, so you can gain 1200. It's irrelevant in time or something. We get Dust Shooted. Unfortunately, that means the Cyber Valley is going to get taken. So no Minecon Cyber Valley for us. But they had Torrential again for the Minecon Cyber Valley, so that one even worked. We go summon Armageddon, send Plague. They could take our Plague if they want. They will take our Plague. Do they play Doom Kaiser? Well, if they play it, they didn't make it. Most people don't play that card, though. We redraw into Cyber Valley, which is pretty nice. Probably going to summon at this point. Torrential gets flipped. All right, we're going to set DD Crow. We Mindcon DD Crow. Why did we Mindcon DD Crow? I guess the plan was to Plague Synchro, but it's... that could get punished hard. I guess one of the goblins is already gone, so maybe it's not a big deal. Book of Life Kaya is going to go hard here, though. Banishes our Goyo. Goblin Zombie gives them the search, and they're going to run over our last token, so we draw into... Or our first token. We draw into Mark of the Rose. We could potentially maybe do something with that, but they have a Solemn, so... Yeah, we're not in a fantastic spot here. We're going to go for the Crash on Tomato. Tomato gets Deep Prison, and we just scoop it up there. Did we not have a plant? I guess we must not have had a plant. We needed to crash the Tomato to get a plant for the Mark. All right, game 3. We're going to see set 3 back row. Go for Breaker. Breaker just going to try to hit one, but the Skill Drain going to be flipped. That's going to stop it. Hit over the Sangan. Sangan gets into Pyramid Turtle. Okay, we're just chilling here. Do we have a plant tuner to go with the Minecon? We do not. We could have E-Tellied in Minecon. We could still do that at some point here, but we're just going to keep hitting. And they D-Prison. We decide to negate the D-Prison, though. They attack. Why didn't we Mirror Force that? I guess we're just saving it. I guess. There's no reason not to save it, maybe. We're going to E-Telly, go for the Minecon. So now we're doing this. Make Stardust pretty much hard to go wrong there. And then we attack with double Tomato plus Breaker. And they can't really stop this because if they Judgment, then they just die. So, yeah. All right. That was pretty cool. Plant WelleDAD. Next up, we've got... Oh, this deck's cool. This deck is very neat. They're playing Ultimate Offering gadgets, but just like with even more stuff. We got Divas in here. We got Grand Mole, even also a very good card to use Ultimate Offering with. We're on some like over 40 ratio though, which is not particularly conducive to us drawing the Ultimate Offering, I gotta say. We're gonna summon the gadget. I remember back in the day, trademark, all the gadget players played like 42. For some reason, there was some like math theory that was supposed to justify it, but yeah, I don't. Especially if Ultimate Offering is your thing, I don't really think it makes sense. We're gonna go for Typhoon on the Future Fusion to stop the Ab-Zero, but they're gonna solemn that. They're gonna attack, run over our guy. Now Malicious. Why didn't they do this main one? Actually, I guess they didn't want to play into stuff, and we get Dust Shooted, and we just admit defeat. All right, rough. We have Dust Shoot this time, though. We have the Dust Shoot this time, and the opponent... What? You're playing Avarice? Bro. Oh, why didn't we take Reaper? Why didn't we take Reaper? Oh, no. Alright, it's fine. We can... we're just going to win anyway. Okay, we didn't take it because we have game with Ultimate Offering plus Gadgets plus Diva. Alright, that makes sense. Never mind. Never mind. It's just completely over. We're going to summon another Gadget. We're going to make another Synchro, summon another Gadget, and we know their hand, so that's going to be the end of that one. Alright, very good. Very well played there. We had the Dust Shoot, and then we have the Ultimate Offering. Just go for lethal with Diva plus Gadget. That is pretty cool, actually. Diva plus Gadget just kills every time. Every time. Alright, E-Telly going to be used. They're going to swing into the Snowman. The Snowman's going to take out that Spirit Reaper, though. And the Krebons is going to get banished in the end phase because of summon off E-Telly, so pretty value Snowman Eater there. We're just going off because we have a Trap Stun set. Swing in directly. Opponent is going to activate a Future Fusion, send Mally plus a Bubble Man, and then they're just going to set a guy. Is Dad live? How close are we here? We're going to Judgment the Caius. Alright, we're 2 Darks, so we Judgment that. Obviously, it would be really bad if our guy got banished. It'd be really bad. Now we're on 3 Darks. We Brain their guy? Huh? Oh my god, that was so bad. That was so... They Brain the guy, and then Prio, and then they get unlucky on the Prio, and they hit the Bottomless, and the Dad just gets banished. I don't know, they could have, like, gone fishing with MST, then dropped Dad, Prio, Pop, Andrew. I mean, it's not good anyway. They're in trouble for sure, but I think that would have been the better play. I don't know. That was that one. Next up, we've got some kind of Salvo deck. I don't know, it's like the Koichi Machina. Looks kind of standard. I think one of these topped something. Was it a Ribbit or was it a WCQ? It might have been a WCQ. Like one of the format library ones. I don't remember. It was last year. It's been a while. So why are all the opponents playing zombies today? Every opponent is just out here on zombies. They go for Hades, and then they just make a defense mode Colossal. Krebon's going to attack, but that's just going to get our Colossal killed. Not great. We set. Alright, they're going to bring out the dude and just make us pay 16. Okay. Now we draw into Nephthys. Bro, you are not playing Dark Nephthys. Alright, they set another back row. This Nephthys is going to take out one of their own back rows. If it comes back. If it indeed... Is it coming back? Okay, maybe not. Are they going to Black Rose here? Because if they Black Rose... Well, we're just going to die, unfortunately. That was the thing. The Nephthys is not going to get to come back. We're going to overload into Chimera Attack, Overdragon, and kill them. Okay, so we are on, like, Overload, Future... Whoa, we're on Fiendish Engine Omega. That's based. That's pretty cool. It's like a dark machine that's level 8. You can revive Fortress with it. I don't know how you summon this, though. Don't you just have to hard 2 tribute it? How are we 2 tributing this guy? It, like, makes a token... Wait, yeah. During the end phase, it makes a token, and then also you can, like, boost it. But it will die if you do that, I think. It's, like, a really weird card. It's a really weird card. No one plays it. Who knows? We get Dust Shooted. Crow going to be chained to the Dust Shoot to take out the Plague Spreader. I rather like that play. We go for Raikou on the back row. We are going to bring out the Fiendish Engine. All right. Maybe we should have held it in our hand, though, because if we had, we would have been able to play around this Mirror Force. And now we are down bad. Soul Release, though, not really going to do much as Soul Release, as is often the case with Soul Release. So we're basically plus an entire card from where we were there. Now we're going to bring out, wow, we're crazy. We're actually just like summoning everything. All right, they're going to drop Gores. And we're going to main phase 2 pop. They drop Gores on the first attack to avoid damage, but now this Fortress Dragon is going to be absolutely enormous. We could potentially maybe somehow do something with Brain Control, but they have a lot of traps too. Now they draw Fader. Okay, we could book this down though, and it goes to 0. We draw Blowback Dragon. Bro. We're just playing every dark machine in here. They weren't kidding. We go Brianak. And, yeah, that's game. All right. Going on to a game number 3 then. Let's see what happens here. We have a really insanely broken opening hand. We can just, like, set up Avarice with Future Fusion. Just send everything and Avarice back the ones you want. We will get crowed here for sure, though, right? For sure? For sure. Okay, yeah. There we go. Crow on the Dekoichi. That was a very good crow. Crow on the Salvo, rather. So no Avarice Force at least. And we also have to worry that Overdragon's going to come down and nuke our whole board. But maybe not anymore. We're going for Black Rose Dragon. Opponent kind of overcommitted to the field and they lose a bunch of stuff. We bring out Machina Fortress attack. No more Overdragon to worry about. They could Vortex this or they could save the Vortex, but they just shotgun it. I'd have probably held the Vortex here. You're on like 55. Yeah, I don't know. They stack for Plague, but they get crowed. Man, if that didn't get crowed, they were actually in such a good spot. They were actually in such a good spot, and now we're in such a bad spot. They Raikou, kill the thing. All right, we can unstack our deck at least, but we're going to Tribute Summon the Blowback Dragon. He hits the board. All right. Now we're just going to set Avarice. That eats a Solemn. Can't resolve Avarice this game, but we can just try to Blowback Dragon for lethal. Is it going to work? That's a 1 whiff. They need 2 heads. Oh, nope, not happening. But, oh, they don't go for the attack order either to try and force out the Necrogardener. So they're just going to hold on to the Necrogardener. We have Mizuki. We can bring back our guy. And then we crash, and then we set Reaper. All right, we draw into D-Prison. Is this thing... Oh, that's pretty cool. They waited to main 2 so they would just kill the Reaper no matter what. All right, Snipe Hunter going to hit the field, trying to out that Blowback Dragon. Are we going to hit? We are. We hit the 2 out of 3 chance. What is it? This is a 2 out of 3 chance, and Blowback is a like 50-50 chance. A lot of gambling in this game. Cyber Dragon. Oh man, they're back in it. What a good draw. Holy shit. Okay, Charge of the Light Brigade. That gives us a Raikou. I mean, that can deal with it. Draw into DDR. That card's dead right now. So if we draw a monster, we win. If we don't draw a monster, we're not in a great spot. We draw a Return. Not going to set it, though. Why didn't we set it, actually? I feel like there's no reason not to at this point. I don't know. We're getting so low on cards in deck, though. We're down to 1 card. If they live 1 more turn, then it's just over for us. All right, we set Return from the different dimension. We can bring it back. We have lethal with limiter removal. We can limiter for game in the damage step with the black salvo going from 100 to 200. Lovely. Very funny. All right, final replays from a Meadowlands tournament. We showed a Meadowlands replay on a previous episode, and people really liked that. Obviously, Edison's a great format and probably my number 1 fave of all time, but there's some cool formats in like Xyz era. I kind of have fond memories of a lot of those formats as well. So I figured I might show one of those. Meadowlands is one of the more popular ones, I think. Not as popular as Hat or Tengu maybe, but it's like outside of the big ones, it's one of the more niche ones that people kind of like. So we got Dino Rabbit versus Infernity. Now, if you're not familiar with the format, this basically constitutes the most toxic possible matchup between 2 decks. We've got like the dumb Wombo combo deck, and then we've got like the zero thoughts, total autopilot, dumb, stupid Negati deck. Speaking of which, we're going to resolve this Guaiba and go into probably Logia or maybe Dolka. I don't know. We're probably getting barriered, like either way. We're going to go for Archfiend. And we actually can't barrier the Dolka because the Archfiend is in our hand. Oh wait, we don't even control a face-up attack, Infernity. This Necromancer is just in defense. Alright, well, we're kind of cooked at this point. What can we draw? I don't know if we can draw anything. Warning does not do it at this point. God, I hate Solemn Warning so much. It's like It's got the annoying dynamic the Bottomless has, where it's like really good if you draw it early, really garbage if you draw it later, but it's like exacerbated way beyond that. All right, we're going instant fusion here. What exceeds do we? Oh, is this out in Meadowlands? I had no idea we already had this card. I thought this card took forever to come to the TCG or something. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. So apparently they had access to Lavalval Chain. Heavy Storm's crazy broken in these formats because I think Solemn is banned. So unless they're on a deck that's playing Road, you don't even have to think. Lavalval Chain going to be used. They can't use the Archfiend because there's a Dino on the field. The Lavalval Chain gets Fiendish Chained. Now they summon an Infernity Archfiend attack, but they get Mirror Forced. This is looking rough. This is looking rough. They need to out this Fossil Dino. They draw Stygian, that gets Bottomless. We draw into a Gwaiba. Oh, wait, that's the other one. What is this one? Velo. All right, they sack Necromancer. This does kind of wall everything. Upstart Goblin. Going to draw Archfiend. Summon Archfiend. Torrential is used. I guess if they didn't Torrential that, we'd be able to hit over... Oh my god, Torrential's a 2 in this format. I forgot. Holy crap, that's such a crazy detail. I remember this in like 2013. There was just like one format where we get double Torrential. It was really stupid. Launcher, that card kind of goes hard. Archfiend's going to resolve. We're going to use Necromancer, get another Archfiend. We have to Torrential at this point, but it's kind of not the best Torrential. Is there a Stygian down there? There is, so the Infernity player can keep going. Man, that's rough. That's rough. They've turned this game around in a big way. We draw into Thunder King, and that's just too late. Thunder King kind of has that same problem as Warning, where you draw it early, it's sick. You draw it later, it's eh. All right, well, we got turn 1 Rabbit to make Logia and set 3. God, what a dumb deck. And activate Dimensional Fissure. All right, Typhoon going to be used. Are we negating? We are going to negate that. Do these actually go to the graveyard? That's crazy. Is that really how that works? I feel like I should know that because I played this game while Exceeds were legal for a long time. And, you know, you always run into stun in, like, every format. There's always some asshole who plays it. So I should know. I'm going to assume that they did that right. Because they're just, like, not monsters when they're Exceed materials or whatever. They draw Archfiend. How many times is this guy going to draw Archfiend? What a sacker. What a... Indeed. All right, we're just setting attack over Gwaiba. Kind of feels like this Di-Fi is not fantastic. I guess it makes Necromancer dead. We're going to go for Damage Step Lance. Lance is a really good card. We're going to Lance again after the first Lance gets barriered. Now the Gwaiba resolves. And these back row, ooh, they don't do much. They don't do much. I was saying that the Di-Fi wasn't that great, but like now that the graveyard is empty, we're going to Logia a friggin' Upstart Goblin, and the rest are all dead. So... That's a rough one. Infernity player does indeed go down there. So yeah, that's going to wrap up the Meadowlands replay that we have for this episode. And that's going to wrap up the episode in general. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. I'll see you next time. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.